Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kalina and today I'm going to keep the topic with creating reality because this is something that I became really passionate about. And first I want to tell you this story about it was a while ago actually, and there was this moment that I was thinking, okay, I want to create some better reality for myself, and not only in general for me and for the people around me, and I don't know how to do this. And I was literally thinking, like in my thoughts, I asked some kind of like divine source, what people call source or God or the universe. I literally asked, hey, how can I start creating better reality for myself? And literally, like a direct answer, this was something actually really weird that happened. Literally, right when I thought I asked this question, there was this song on the radio. I don't know if you have heard this song, Free Your Mind, the rest will follow. I don't know, that's an old song, but literally that's the song that came up on the radio because I was listening to radio in that place. And I was like, okay, that's literally came like an answer. And when I started thinking about it, I realized that this was actually true. We need to start from freeing our minds. And then I started thinking about what would be free mind and how would I define it. Because the thing is that our minds have a lot of influences from different sources. One is TV and the internet and also the people around us. And the thing with our mind is that our mind registers everything like that's a thing, like that's a legitimate thing, not maybe even like that's the truth, okay? Because our brain and our senses, like our eyes and ears and other senses, they are adjusted to pick up information from our surroundings so that we can orient ourselves and we can protect ourselves from dangers. And this is how we survive, right? This is how it was during the cave times. This is how we survived. So our mind is pretty much picking up this information and registers it as valid. So this information can come from anything. It could be somebody else's opinion, it could be somebody else's thoughts, it could be somebody else's points of view. But if our mind picks up, then our mind will more or less consider it as a valid thing or even as the truth, which is not really the ultimate truth. So I was thinking, what is a free mind? Because sometimes we can actually react, outside things that are outside of us, but then isn't this control of our reality and our mind? Like, because we reacted to something that we thought was a thing, and we're kind of trying to figure out the reality around us in order to figure out our actions, because they're more like a response. But is this the right thing? Because we're also taught, now we are finding out that it's our mind who actually creates reality, right? Because everything that we have in our reality, it has been in somebody's mind. Because our reality, like the society and everything, is created by different humans at different times. Okay, that's a spider, and I'm thinking, should I leave it? Should I leave it here? Because I think spiders are creatures that are kind of coming, they're carrying the wisdom of the universe. So I'm thinking, should I just remove this spider now from the video, or is it here for a reason? Or is it going to move? Okay, it moves away now. Okay. So everything that we know today as reality has at some point of time been in somebody's mind. So I was thinking, what is a free mind and how do you define it? How do you define it? And the conclusion that I came to is that a free mind is a mind that you are directing with your own free will. Like my mind can be free if I'm the one who directs it. So I am beyond my mind. Me as an entity, I'm beyond my mind, and I'm going to direct it how to think, where the thought processes to go. And whenever there is influence from the side sources, I need to pause and I need to decide if I'm actually going to take this as something valid or as the truth. Because it will stick to my mind anyway, in some ways, but I will need to consciously decide if I'm going to decide that I believe it and that is going to become my belief, and I'm going to consider this as something valid or the truth. And at the same time, I can start selecting the exact sources of influence. So I'm going to start selecting who am I listening to and what influences me. And if I know that certain channel or certain TV show or certain person are very negative and I don't want to listen to them, and I know what they're going to say, and I know the opinions that they're going to express, and I know that I don't want those particular opinions or those particular topics to influence my mind in certain ways, or to be picked up by my mind and my brain and my nervous system, then I'm going to avoid those sources. But whenever I can't avoid them, I will need to consciously choose to go through what they're saying and select and decide which one is going to be my belief, which one I'm going to consider as truth, and which one I'm going to decide that it is just an opinion and it doesn't matter, or that it is something that I don't truly believe. And at the same time, I'm going to literally make my mind think for itself, because what I'm noticing is a lot of people don't really think for themselves. Even very intelligent people have troubles to think outside of those influences, outside of the certain ideology or religion or certain subculture or certain certain group of people or certain mindset that is already out there, So this is another way to free your mind. It's like just make it actually think. So anytime that there is something that is happening, there's like an issue or some situation, I'm gonna make my mind think about what do I think beyond all of this that is put out there as opinions, as analysis, as information, etc. What do I actually think? And this is one more way to free my mind. And also a third way, I would say, is if I direct it to start thinking in ways like solutions and creating. Not like, okay, why is this problem happening? Who is guilty? But in a way like, okay, what is the solution? What can I do? What is the next step? And what do I ultimately want to create? But not what the society wants me to create, but what I want to create and how do I go about it. So this is my thoughts about freeing minds and freeing your mind. Thank you very much for listening, and write down in the comments what do you think about this? What do you think a free mind is? What are you doing to free your mind? Do you want to free your mind? Do you believe in manifestation, or if it is happening the way they are telling us it is happening? Do you believe that we create our own reality? Just any opinions that you may have. And thank you very much for listening. You're welcome to subscribe for my channel, and I'm going to also leave a link below to my website so that you can see who I am and what I'm doing. Thank you very much and have a great day.